Alright everyone, this is Sir Victoria and welcome back to Elden Ring. Now you may notice I look quite a bit different. The reason for this is that my save file was unfortunately corrupted because the power went out and my hard drive messed up. So several files were lost. That was the big one so far that I have found. And so I just had to grab another one of my save files and power through to where we were. So this character is massively overleveled and has gear from much later in the game than I currently am because I basically transferred items from a really high level character of mine to this one. So this guy is going to steamroll through stuff. This is Lord Ganondorf and he is level 204. So, as you can see, we are now massively stronger than we were. But oh well, we'll just have to deal with it. There are quite a few dungeons I ended up skipping. I can, go back and get them later, but I've tried to keep the NPC quests as close to what I did before. So, we're just gonna have to go for it, I guess. We only have 8 uses of flask. We had 10 before. I think I have enough for one more. Okay, yeah, we had enough for one there. We had a sacred tear. Okay. So we have 9 uses of flask, and they're at +5. I'm a little bit behind where I was, but not terribly. The over leveling is going to make the difference. So yeah, where we left off last, we were going here and we were going to kind of make our way down. There's a bunch of dogs and birds in here. There is a dungeon over this way, but I haven't grabbed it yet with this character. And then the tower behind us has a talisman that increases the range of arrows. But yes, we are now ready, because we progressed far enough in Ronnie's questline to do the Radahn festival and fight General Radahn, who's honestly one of my favorite fights. So normally this bridge, that area over there and inside the castle is just full of enemies, and it's a big dungeon. It's got its own unique boss. Well, not unique, but it's got its own boss in there. And however though, we've got it ready for the Radahn festival, and we can tell because this portal's open. So we're going to take this portal. It's going to take us inside the castle. There's going to be a couple enemies in one little spot, but most everything else is going to be clear. And then we can get on with the festivities. But yes, for reference, at the moment, I am still wearing the bucket helmet that I was wearing before that I really like, the Great Helm. But I am wearing Radahn's armor on the rest, and I do have the Starscourge Great Swords, which are Radahn's swords. Although, I'm actually going to be switching over to the Bloodhound Fang for this battle, because he is somewhat weak to bleed. It does a decent amount of damage to him, and the Bloodhound sword is probably going to be a little more effective against him than his own swords. Looking at his armor, it does have decent magic resist, at least compared to some other sets I have. Yeah, it has the highest magic resist out of all my armors right now. So we're gonna just not use these against him because his swords do magic damage. They require 38 strength, 12 dex, and 15 intelligence, and as you can see, they have a decent chunk of magic damage. But we also have enough endurance to have Bloodhound's Fang equipped at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and swap over to Bloodhound Fang. We're going to two-hand it for that extra damage. Since I didn't really demonstrate it before, Bloodhound's Fang has Bloodhound Finesse. We do a swipe that is also a disengage, and then we lunge. There we go. Sorry, I had to hit the right button combo. So yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this Grace, because later on, after the festival, we can actually come back to the castle and go through the dungeon. So, it doesn't matter what time you do it, you're still able to do both. I like that. Whew. And there are NPCs here we can talk to. This woman over here is Finger Maiden Theralina, I think is her name, and unless I'm mistaken, she's actually a puppet of Celibus's. She'll give you the polite bow gesture. Blight is here.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time. The players are all made up. I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Ronnie's sake, too.
I do what I can. And there's Alexander.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the General, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radahn Festival!
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering. A demigod in the flesh. Oh, gosh. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
Alright. So we go talk to Witch Hunter Jaren. We'll get our cutscene that gives us some more information about Radahn. And basically, he's been holding back the stars with his power and just doing everything he can to, at least he was back in the Shattering, doing whatever he could to keep everything together.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
Ready as I'll ever be. But now he's just not the same man anymore.
Allow me to paint you the full picture.
You gotta feel bad for Radahn. He was a good dude. Look at Leonard, his sickly horse. He learned gravity magic just so he could ride his horse.
General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky.
And now we gotta go put him out of his misery.
We must make merry. Oh, gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
Alright. Let's go back here. That isn't the last we're gonna see of that guy either. That is Witch Hunter Jaren. Yep. You like the battlefield for Radahn? There's gonna be a whole lot of summon signs out there for different NPCs. And we can have a bunch of them active at once. It's a free-for-all against Radahn. Some of them will be more effective than others. Let's go ahead and get that. Alright. It's gonna start off with him firing arrows at us. So we're gonna have to avoid them on the way up to him. And I tried to roll. Alright, Radahn. Summon. Ah, that damn shotgun blast of arrows. That's hard to avoid. I can't hear a word you're saying. Yeah. And he's got some big range too. God damn it. Where is all my support? There. Let's say, it's kind of hard to do anything, but he's just focusing on me. I can't move. There's too many guys on me. Don't worry if your allies die. They can be resummoned. Alright, he's going for phase 2. We're gonna summon some more people. Here he comes. Oh, I'm sorry, Leonard. Sad times having to put your boy down. And now we get the cutscene. He is dead, and the stars he held back are no longer held. Woo! Now we can progress further in Ronnie's quest line. Yes, there were a couple quest lines I had some trouble with. Bach the Seamster, for some reason, just would not spawn where he needed to. And then when I went back to his previous place, he wasn't there anymore. Nefeli, for some reason, didn't want to spawn in her next spot as well. Nefeli Lu. I don't know. Alright, we got 2 people to talk to here.
Ah, hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward, and as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you. But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet.
Good old Alexander. And hello, Blyde.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. By Radahn. And you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To not let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. For Mistress Rani.
All right. Alright, now from here, instead of going back, we're actually going to go as far north as we can in the battlefield. Because way up here, there is actually a dungeon. War-scarred Catacombs. And it's a surprisingly tough dungeon. There's also a lot of infinitely spawning spirits. Do. Yeah, I have two main weapons that we're using at the moment, but now that we have the remembrance of the Starscourge, we're going to have a third, which would be Radahn's great bow. Which, honestly, it'll still just be two main weapons. It'll be the Starscourge great swords that I'm using right now, and the Lion great bow. Bloodhound's Fang, we'll go ahead and unequip, because it's really just if we need to bleed something. But no, I got this character ready, and I had an ass load of runes that I transferred over, and I was fixing to level up, and I was like, you know what? I'm supposed to be enjoying this series, and the katanas, while different, was not something I was really enjoying. So here we are. I'm gonna enjoy playing with this. Observe. That didn't do nearly the damage I thought it would, but it was still cool. Woo! Yeah, I'm throwing fire pots at you. I always forget the spirits always have resistances that I don't account for. Look how tough these are. I'm doing 500 damage. Is this not ridiculous? I also need to hit up more of the side dungeons out of episode and get this character fully caught up. The runes aren't really going to be worth much because this character is such a high level, it takes hundreds of thousands to level. See, we're at 154 right now. It's going to take, yeah, it takes 321k to level right now. Speaking of which, I don't really need the gold scarab on. Not really sure what else I guess item discovery up. Dude. Even the gargoyles in this place are super tough. Nice stagger, bud. I'm trying not to get shot through the window. Ow! I walked right into that. I don't know why it didn't grab me, but I'll accept it. The Radahn soldier ashes. You could stay down there, but yeah, I need to do more side dungeons just so I can catch up on gear, most of which I'm probably not going to use, but I need the glove wards so I can properly upgrade some summons. This is originally going to be nothing but a cosplay character, just Ganondorf, messing around, summoning skeletons, that kind of thing. Okay. If I remember right. Nope, just out of range. Jeez! That's a lot more damage than I remember this thing doing. I hate fighting tree spirits. Yep, it got me. Yep, there went that heal. Yeah, I'm gonna die in here. Why is it doing so much damage? Yeah, I just can't overcome the rod at this point. That didn't even hit? I'm just terrible at fighting the tree spirits. And I'm fairly sure they don't bleed, so, you know, not much point in that. It's a straight shot back to that, though. I'll take a look at the weapons I transferred over to myself. So let's see. Ruins, great sword, grafted blade, great sword, Tornite sword, great sword +5. See, I don't know what damage it might be weak to. Guess we'll just go try again. What all summons do I have? I'll try summoning Latenna. I haven't upgraded her, but she's done pretty good for me in the past. Since I haven't used her before in this. Latenna the Albinauric, she doesn't move, because like her legs don't work, but she is a great archer. She fires like 3 magic shots every time she pulls the bow, and she shoots fairly often. Please shoot at the boss, not the enemies on the other side of the wall. I need to upgrade her. upgrades. No grabbing me this time. Let's get that crit. That didn't do very much. Ow. If you could quit slapping me every time I try to heal. That hurt. Explosion. I'm out of healing. The rod's gonna kill me. Nope, he got me. Oh well. I'll do some stuff in between videos and come back and beat his ass. Ugh. So until next time, as always, I hope everyone really enjoyed the show and that you all have a great day.